here, where kids can learn a lot, learn how to be with their peers, make friends, learn some academics, get some schooling done.
These are all things that kids fear as well. You're being positive, and children are maybe thinking a week prior to school starting, this scares me. So let's go through some of the ages and what the fears are exactly. The very young ones, I would think that separation anxiety is a real problem for both parent and child.
And it's normal for kids and parents to feel nervous about their young children entering school for the first time, even though they might have even been in a daycare beforehand. There's something about school, it's very structured. It seems like things that big kids do. So it's normal to be a bit nervous. Little kids might be worried about leaving their parents, as you said. They might be worried about whether they're going to have a nice teacher or not. They really don't have any idea of what school is like.
We've identified the problem. Let's look at a solution or two.
Okay. Well, the best thing that a parent can do is to prepare their child. So especially for the young ones, you can drive by the school in the week before, get them familiar with the location, and let them know that that's where they're going to be going for school. Also, you can prepare your child about what the school day is going to look like, that they're going to come in the morning and the teacher's going to be there, and even get them feeling comfortable about what if they need to go to the bathroom, what's going to happen.
These are things that children really worry about as well, don't they? Yeah. And what about dealing with the business of saying bye-bye to mom? And it's usually mom. They get used to saying goodbye to dad in some traditional homes. Dad goes off to work, and if mom's lucky, she can stay home with the kids. How do you get them comfortable with that? Do you start practicing that kind of thing before the day really gets underway?
As you say, practice and preparation. Let your child know how the goodbye is going to go beforehand. You can practice it a few days before. As well, some things that kids find helpful is if they can take something from home to school. Something small, not embarrassing, maybe that they can keep in their pocket or their school bag. That'll remind them of home. Or even for recess, if mom or dad can bake them some cookies or some treat that they associate with home, so they have a little bit of a taste of home while they're at school.
Literally or figuratively.
That's right.
What about the business of, we have a little microphone problem here, so we're just going to get you organized. What about the business of authority? You know, the children have been looking to their parents, and they've learned that that's the person that they learn from and that is the authority figure. They're now going to have other people in that line of authority. So how do you teach your children to learn to respect? You have to learn to respect people, but to understand the business of new authority.
Well, I think that starts at home. As you've said, children have to learn, even with their parents, that they're an authority and they have to listen to them. So the seeds are planted at home. Then when they go to school, it's important for the parents to work with the teacher. Support the teacher, go to the teacher if you have questions about how your child is doing, so that you can be a team with your teacher in working with your child. So that's an important piece.
And speaking of team, how about the business of teamwork? And it's so important for any of us at any age to learn the teamwork, but it happens at a very early age when you go to school. It may have even begun at daycare or at day camp, but that's an area that for some kids it's a little difficult if they're an only child or they are sort of the king of the hill in their home and they suddenly have to be a part of a group.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge, and something that a lot of kids are nervous about when they go to school is, are they going to get along with the other kids in the classroom? Even if they've had great experiences the year before, because they're starting a new year with a new class and a new teacher, they might be worried, am I going to fit in? Am I going to get along?
This is what people worry about even at your age and at mine. This is something that if it doesn't go well or if it isn't handled properly, can it have an effect later on in life?
Well, it's a skill that, as you say, we learn throughout our lives. So small steps lead to greater steps. But you can encourage your child to speak to you if they have any concerns, if they're worried about fitting in. And as well, when a child goes to school for the first time or even later on, just to ease that process so that they feel more comfortable with the other kids, you can have them go to school with another child. Or even if you're taking your child to school, you can go with another parent and child so that they start off the day feeling comfortable with someone. Or they can even arrange to meet someone who they're familiar with at lunchtime. So while they're negotiating what it's like in the new scene with the other kids in school, they still have someone familiar that they can start off with.
Good thing we're doing this now. It sounds like there is some thought that must go into this on the part of the parent, and that the child really has to, take some time to get comfortable and familiar. And this might be a good point at which to begin thinking about it. You've got the weekend ahead and then another week until school begins. What would be the first step that a parent might take in order to facilitate this transition for a child?
Well, I think parents, and again, as you said, it's the weekend, it's a relaxing time, although it's often a busy time. find the right moment. What I mean is a time when you and your child are pretty relaxed and have a chance to sit down, not when you're running around and really can't pay attention to the conversation. So find the right moment where you can sit down together, ask your child, bring up the fact, gee, school's just around the corner. What do you think it's going to be like? Try and get to some of their feelings, maybe what they're excited about, what they think is going to be great, what they think might be a bit scary.
When it's underway, and the child has been at school for a week or two, what are some of the questions then that a parent should ask a child in order to get the information that that parent needs to help guide the child?
Well, first of all, keep your eyes open. I always say to parents that they're the best experts on their child. They know their child best. So keep your eyes open and see, does your child seem relaxed? Certainly in the beginning it's going to be a bit of a transition for everyone, parents as well, since they have new routines and it's a little bit more hectic than it might be during the summertime. So stay on top, keep your eyes open, and see how your child seems to be doing. Also ask them some questions about whether they like their teacher, how they're doing with peers at school, and the schoolwork as well.
A child says to you, I don't want to go, I can't go, I don't like it, I can't. What do you do? And this happens sometimes for weeks on end after school begins. Breaks your heart, but what can you do?
Well, stay supportive. Keep the lines of communication open. Let them know that you love them, that school can be a wonderful time, and that you also have found it difficult at times to be at school when you were a kid, but that it's going to be a wonderful experience.
Well done, Cyma. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay, we're going to head into the City Pulse newsroom right now to check in with Captain Frankish. Thank you.
The time is now 7:20. Our top stories. Metro Police Chief Dave Boothby on the hot seat over the force's disciplinary procedures. Metro officials hold a meeting today on a crisis at homeless shelters. Shelters are running out of room because of an influx of gypsy refugees. And the Harris government defending a bill that would give landlords that right to reject tenants based on their incomes. Let's take a short break, then we'll be back with more Breakfast Television. Stay with us.
Just like him.
Nah, no, he don't.
Oh, he looks so real.
Come on, Marge, let's go where the real stars are.
Sorry.
Hot Ticket Thursdays live at Casino Rama. Stars like Pam Tillis and Colin Ray, Huey Lewis in the News, the Oak Ridge Boys and Tanya Tucker, Kenny Loggins, The Temptations and Gladys Knight. And this Thursday, it's Lori Morgan and Sawyer Brown.
Oh, he's so real.
At Sleep Country, we ask all our customers to tell us how we're doing. Debbie writes, I will most definitely be a Sleep Country return customer. The service from the greeting in store to the delivery was impeccable and friendly. Our low price guarantee, free express delivery, and 60-night comfort guarantee might bring you in the first time, but our exceptional service is what will bring you back. John writes, absolutely the best service I've had in a long time.
Why buy a mattress anywhere else?
In the news, excitement is growing over the new brake technology announced by Midas. When tested on yellow cabs in San Francisco, these new carbon metallic brake pads lasted 29% longer than ordinary brake pads. Cab owners are delighted since they'll be spending less on brake repairs. They can now afford to spruce up their fleets.
New performance friction carbon metallic brake pads, now at Midas.
You're watching Breakfast Television, just coming up to 7:23 right now. We have some scattered shower activity still happening in the area. High of only 18 degrees, so a day much like yesterday, again today. No problems in traffic so far this morning, though. Everything is moving just fine. Let's take a look underground. Well, not underground, underneath the Gardner Expressway. Lakeshore Boulevard through the Bay Street area, looking good. Over near Yonge Street, also no problems underneath the Gardner. Now to Transit Control for an update. Here's Diane Young.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Had a delay if you're heading out at King and Jarvis. It's clear, service is all back on time. No other problems to report right now. That's it live from Transit Control, Kevin.
Exciting time now to head out to the Live Eye. Here's Jennifer.
Thank you very much, Kev. We're by Lake Ontario this morning. I'm here with Yvonne Kristoff, and he wants to change me places right now. Sure, no problem. And We're right here by Ontario Place, and we're promoting Emergency Services Day, which is happening tomorrow. And Yvonne is a mechanical engineer from Iger and also the founder of the High Altitude Rescue Team and Spider-Man. He's known as Spider-Man.
Hi there.
Spider-Man. Good morning. Okay, tell me what you are doing tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow we do the most dangerous rappel from a helicopter, which is a world record itself. We rappel at least 1,800 feet of rope on a rope. It's not just the land, because I can go 3 kilometers, no problem, but we do it the most difficult and extreme way to be as close as possible to the real things.
And you're going for that world record. Now,
for me, it's not a world record, it's just a test. Because I want to test my ropes, I want to test the equipment, everything.
Okay, we're going to test it a little bit later, but right now we're going to head back to the station with Ann. Good morning, Ann.
Morning, Jen, at 7:24. The Fitness Forum folks are fabulous, and today is their last day, but I hope you will come back. This is Kathleen, Tuckey, and the gang. Good morning. We're going to do some weight work, but we're going to show that there are variations in the kinds of things that you can use to increase the resistance. And I've got the dinky weights, and thank you for that. You just offered to switch to the heavier ones. Yeah. No, thank you.
You have the 2 pounds, and Jalen has the 3. I have the 5, and Michelle's using some black beans. Just to show people they don't have to go out and buy.
You can have a little snack after you're done. Lovely. All right, we've got a little music to go along with this.
Okay.
While we're doing this, what is the importance, particularly for women, since we are 4 gals here, of weights and resistance work? Why should we consider weights as part of our fitness
For
program?
fat burning. When you build your muscles, you can really burn the fat once the muscles are built.
Okay. Toning is also nice,
Toning
too.
is
None
nice.
of that flabby
Yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
Okay.
We're going to start off with some bicep work. So we have our elbows in, close to the body. We want to keep from the shoulder to the elbow, nice and into close into the body.
Look at those. Look at the posture. No, I'm quite serious. I feel a little like this, and I'm feeling that way today. You 3 are just great.
Abs nice and tight.
They do it well in one. All right.
Okay, are you ready? Ready, lady?
We're
Okay,
ready.
here we go. Up and 2. We're going up, into, and back down.
Why do
Into.
we keep our elbows close to our rib cage?
Well, we don't want to be throwing those weights up and hurting our back. It's one thing. And
Or your can of beans.
Yes, right. And we want to be focusing on the bicep muscle for this one.
As people age, both men and women, what tends to go first? Is it the arms? Is it the behind? The stomach?
Well,
the toes?
all of the above. Just depends on the person.
But what you're doing is the perfect way because you're laughing about it. So if you have a sense of humor about growing older, you're going to be fine.
Just do one more.
All right.
And they'll take it up for singles, up and down. Just where you're comfortable. You don't have to throw it all the way up to that shoulder.
I like to think that people at home have grabbed whatever they have in front of them, even if it's their husbands, and they're doing the weight work with us.
I hope so.
Be a nice thought.
Just do 2 more. Okay. And bring it down. Now we're just going to switch, bring the palms down. We're going to do 1 arm at a time this way. And we'll take it up in 3 and then back down in 1. Work the front part of the shoulder. We're going up, 2, 3.
I'm going to ask a little bit of technique here. Are the elbows straight or are they slightly bent?
Elbows slightly bent. You never want to lock your elbows.
What about your lower body? What is it doing to support?
You have your knees slightly bent.
All right. Now we do.
And your abs are tight, and that's going to keep your back neutral.
One
Very
can only
important.
hope. We have to take a break. I want to thank everybody from the Fitness Forum who joined us. They came all the way in from London, Ontario. Hello to everybody out there. We'll see you again, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, lift that. Come on over here. I'll lift you up, Billy.
Norm, more cheese?
Sure. Whoops.
Relax. That's a mess made for Bounty.
Oh, you'll need a lot more than 1 sheet to pick that up.
Think so? Let's experiment. Using wet towels, my quilted Bounty versus the leading ordinary 9-inch brand. Let's make a mess. Think you can get yours to the garbage?
Sure.
Nice mess. Now, watch how strong and absorbent Bounty is. See? You can't mess with Bounty. Bounty, the quilted picker-upper.
Back to school means back to savings at the Brick. This contemporary natural finish tooth furniture starts at only $49 each piece. This computer desk is only $199. Bookcase is starting at only $26. You can take 2 years to pay with no down payment. For back to school, nobody beats the Brick.
Ontario Instant Millions is back, and with 5 brand new chances to join the Millionaires Club, anyone could be a millionaire.
Who'd expect getting clothes fluffy soft could be this easy? Ultra Downy does it with the Ultra Downy Ball.
Easy does it, only Downy does it.
Just pour in Ultra Downy, close it, toss it in at the start. It goes for a spin and opens up for the rinse automatically, releasing Ultra Downy into the heart of your wash. Get the Ultra Downy softness you love with the Ultra Downy Ball. It's softness made simple.
Come on in, Downy.
For great value, get the new Downy Starter Kit now.
Hi, my name is Grace. In Mandarin, we say good morning, 早安. Good morning, 早安.
Well, good for them. It's 7:29. This is Citytv. You're watching Breakfast Television. The music of Ibadan coming up in the next half hour. Right now, we are heading into the City Pulse newsroom to check in with Kevin Frankish. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, and good morning, everyone. A major fight brewing between Metro's chief of police and the Police Services Board. It's over a critical report on police discipline. Board Chair Maureen Prinsloo wants answers from Chief David Boothby.
The chief is wholly responsible for discipline, and the board accepts that role. But the board has a very real role in setting policies and in holding the chief accountable for those policies.
I find the report constructive and a good. The recommendations are, I think, a good foundation to perhaps draft a new policy.
At the heart of it, the 1993 death of Constable Jennifer Barbetta. She died in a crash after drinking on duty. The chief denies officers who drank with her wouldn't talk unless promised they would be able to keep their jobs. But the board has a lawyer looking to see if anyone should be disciplined, including Chief Boothby. Time right now on Breakfast Television, 7:31. Metro officials will be meeting this morning over the hostel crisis that follows a flood of gypsies in from the Czech Republic, newcomers trying to escape racism in their homeland.
Why did you come to Canada from the Czech Republic?
Because they had no peace. They were chased out of their town. They were beaten up. They weren't they didn't want them in their own country anymore.
In the past 3 weeks, dozens of gypsies have sought refugee status here, but officials now say there's hardly any space left. Apparently, only 4 rooms are now available. Immigration officials have delayed refugee claims until the gypsies are checked for criminal records. Cities and towns will be paying the full cost of social housing under changes coming at Queen's Park.
The new council could, for example, examine a former municipality's total financial picture and make adjustments to tax rates which would reflect their findings.
The taxpayers in a particular municipality will be set off one against the other because of the decisions that are being made by people that do not necessarily have the interests of, let's say, the older part of the city at heart.
It's the government trying to offset the down low. They're pushing a bunch of taxes on the city. They are hoping that, at least in some of the areas, that won't get noticed.
Legislation amounts to the first giant step to the megacity. Critics say the changes could hurt Toronto's downtown. We want to know what you think about the Harris government's policies. If an election were held today, would you vote for Mike Harris? The phone numbers to call if you would, 870-2242. If not, 870-4424. Here are the latest numbers in. The yes side for Harris, almost reaching 7,000 right now, while almost 22,000 people would not vote for Harris. Final results on City Pulse at 6. Finally, here's a real heartwarming story. This one's for you, Colleen, being a dog owner. It's about a man reunited with his best friend. Rick Novelli had his truck stolen last week with his dog Sammy inside, but today the two are back together.
Sammy! Sam, it's you! Oh my God, thank you so much! Thank you so much! I'm just so happy to have him back.
Did you think you were going to get him back?
No, I didn't. I really didn't because of the circumstances. It's not like he was lost. He was in the back of my truck when it was stolen.
We're not sure how it got there. Just we received a call about it being tied up on a park bench, and I guess the finder must have picked up the dog and took it there to their apartment.
Rick Shepard was picked up yesterday in North York, half a week after police recovered his truck. Rick says he would like now to track down the woman who found his 9-year companion and give her a $1,000 reward. Come here, Colleen. Let's just see if that put a smile on Colleen's face. Just a smile.
Did.
Yeah. And you said what? What was your reaction? You said,
I'm about to cry.
yeah, I thought so. Let's take a look ahead at what's coming up later on today, and we'll get some Kleenex for Colleen as well. The Port Credit Boat Show opens at 10 this morning at the Port Credit Marina, and Wheels in Motion will put on a cycling and inline skating safety demo in South Region Park. That's from 11 until 4 this afternoon. Let's move on up into the traffic segment now as we take a look. Still, no accidents to put on the board for you. Everything is moving as it usually does. This time around, we'll take a look at the Don Valley Parkway. Eyes DVP through the Lawrence Avenue area, starting to bunch up, turning into a bit of a red zone southbound, but that's just usual volume of traffic as you head down towards Eglinton Avenue. It is 7:35. Let's check on the forecast now. Here's Jennifer. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Gab. You might want to wear your windbreaker this morning. It's a little bit windy and cool. Let's take a look at our current conditions. The temperature 15 degrees, getting up to 18 today. The UV index will be in the low category. The wind right now is from the southwest at 26, and the humidity is 90%. The barometric pressure is rising. Southern Ontario highs getting up to 20 in Windsor, and 19 in Niagara Falls, and Kingston and Ottawa, 18 in London, Hamilton, Kitchener, Niagara Falls. I'm sorry, it was 19 in Niagara Falls, 18 in Toronto and Barrie, Orillia, Peterborough, and in Collingwood, up to 17 in Muskoka. A cloudy, windy day with scattered showers throughout the day, a high getting up to 18 degrees for tonight. Looks like we might see some more showers with the low getting down to 11 degrees tomorrow morning. Cloudy, scattered showers, gradual clearing throughout the day. We'll see some sunshine in the afternoon. A high getting up to 20 for Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high getting up to 22. Then on Monday, starting off nice and sunny, increasing afternoon clouds. Chance of a late day shower with a high of 23. Looks like showers for Tuesday. You're watching Breakfast Television. Now let's head back to the station. John Whaley has sports. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Jen. Good morning, everybody. 7:36 on Citytv's Breakfast Television. My only question regarding the four tops who now run the Maple Leafs is, do they all travel in separate planes now in case of an accident? Flutie and the Boatfish led the Green Giants 6-1 on the opening play of the second half when Flutie went full throttle, hitting Darryl Mitchell for a 60-yard major to go 12 up on the Riders at the Grand Canyon. Drummond drummed up a major while Flutie found Paul Mazzotti, who found pay dirt in a 27-1 Laffer to move to 7-2. Edmonton ends the Ticats 28-24. Gizmos now the CFL's career yardage leader. Charlie O'Brien tongue Pat Henkin up one side and down the other for cutting off a throw to the plate. The only threat at the plate in Chicago was Shannon Stewart, who had 4 hits and 3 ribbies and a 6-3 loss. Stewart's now hitting .345. The Rocket goes for his 20th win in KC. Saswar. PGA champ Davis Love III was chasing the Tiger at the World Series of Golf in Ohio at Tiger Woods. Tied defending champ Phil Mickelson at 367. Love and 5 others are a stroke back. Tom Byron leads the Greater Vancouver Open in Calgary.
Real aggressive out of the gate, baby. We're there. I like our chances.
Kel Surprise, McKenny spending downtime at the track. Howie made his horsing debut at Woodbine, where he came in 6th in a media challenge. Even Peter Gross beat him. McKenny was stunned when they still asked for urinalysis after he lost. 7:38 on Citytv's Breakfast Television, and the Greater Vancouver Open is in Vancouver. I was only funning. Please stay with us.
The Symphony Project is a harmonious answer to all your computer needs in one package. Now you can lease a top-of-the-line computer that includes a state-of-the-art monitor, CD-ROM, scanner, and more, even unlimited internet access. How does a free Learn How session and on-site service sound? Now listen for the price. This whole package is just from $59.95 a month, but it's a limited time offer, so call now. 1-888-4SIMNET.
Paramount Pictures and Reicher Entertainment present a hopelessly romantic comedy.
I'm finished.
About the things we'll do for love.
Oops.
Greg Kinnear.
Promise me something.
Lauren Holly.
Anything?
When we have a baby, he'll have a smile like yours.
A Smile Like Yours. Now playing everywhere.
A&W root beer. Since 1919, that smooth, creamy, frosty mug taste has defined the perfect root beer moment. That's what makes it Canada's #1 root beer, and that's what makes it the only one to reach for. A&W root beer.
You have to go through that every time.
Diet A&W root beer.
Honey, it's time.
It's time.
Uh-oh. Better get makeup.
Give your car a rebirth. Mako has 7,000 oven-baked colors, a nationwide warranty, and ambassador paint service for $279.95. Breathe easy and say, uh-oh, better get Mako.
I don't wanna move.
7:40 on City TV's Breakfast Television 15 right now. Highs of 18. It's a rather damp, cool, and windy day. Lots of rain in store for today, but you know what? The weather is going to get better as the weekend progresses. We have Lincoln, we have Melinda, we have Lisa, we have Allison, and they are all part of Schoolhouse Rock Live, joined by the Schoolhouse Rock Band this morning. They'll be performing at the Annex Theater until September 7th. Please welcome them.
Junction, what's your function? Looking upwards and phrases and clothing. Conjunction, what's your function? I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done. Conjunction, what's your function? I got Amber and Ford, they'll take you pretty far. Am, that's acid, like this and that. And then there's but, that's on the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's R, O-R. Like when you have a choice between this or that. Am or no, will take pretty far. Conjunction, what's your function? Hooking up 2 boxcars, making them run right. Bread and butter, eating right. Hey, that's nice. Everybody happy, digging that trash and losing your shoe or button or 2. Explore what all this damn through. Conjunction, what's your function? Hooking up 2 cars to 1 when you say something like this choice. Either now or later, no choice. Neither now nor ever. Hey, that's clever. Eat this or that, or thin or fat, never ever would answer that. I don't want to be fat. Conjunction, what's your function? Hooking up phrases and clauses, that's bad. It's like out of the frying pan and into the fire. Hey, cotton, the sandbag, box the balloon and go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains or down to the sea. You should always say thank you, always please say please. Conjunction, what's your function? Open up words and phrases and clauses and complex sentences like, in the morning when I'm usually wide awake, I like to walk through the garden and down by the lake, where I often see a duck and a drake. And I wonder to myself as I walk by, just what they would say if they could speak, although I know that's absurd thoughts.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Hooking up cars and making them function.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I like tying up words and phrases and clauses.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm gonna get you there if you're very careful.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I'm gonna get you there.
Oh,
Schoolhouse Rock Lodge. Didn't we all grow up to that music? Well done. Right now we're heading into the City Pulse News and we check in with Kevin Frankish. Thanks, Lincoln.
Thanks a lot.
Great ladies. Thank you so much.
7:44 right now, our top stories. Metro Police Chief Dave Boothby could face disciplinary action under a Police Services Board probe. Saying they almost run out of room, Metro officials will meet over the crisis at hostels caused by an influx of gypsy refugees. And changes to rent control would give landlords the right to reject tenants based on their income. Up at the traffic board, we haven't put any accidents on there because it's all a smooth drive to work so far this morning. That's the way we like it for a Friday, for any day for that matter, as we take a live look at Eyes DVP. Don Valley Parkway at the area of Wintford Drive, north and southbound, as we swing a little bit southbound for you. Moving along, problem-free. Out of transit control. Let's see if the day's just as good there. Here's that.
Thanks very much, Kevin. It is. You get double thumbs up this morning. So far, no major delays. We do have a mechanically challenged bus, westbound Shepherd at Nielsen, the right lane block there. So far, no major delays in that. That's it live from Transit Control, Kevin.
All right, Di, 7:45, short break. Then we'll be right back. Stay with us.
If you want to win here, you better think fast.
If you want to play here, you better go fast.
Warner Avalon and Mosport Park present Canada's biggest rock and race weekend of the year. An all-day music fest, Saturday, August 30th, noon to midnight. Starring Tom Cochran, Goo Goo Dolls, Sass Jordan, and more. Call Ticketmaster 416-870-1212.
Tickets are going fast.
Regular lenses show reflections, and that doesn't look good.
A lot of reflections.
Yeah, I see reflections everywhere. Now at Lens Crafters, I have new lenses called Invisibles. They reduce reflections up to 90%.
Wow.
So clear. So people see more of your eyes. You look better, even see better almost twice as well when driving at night. Only Lens Crafters can make Invisibles in almost any pair in about an hour. Helping someone look and see their best, that means everything to me.
New Invisibles, only at Lens Crafters.
Things getting a little routine. Take a trip with your friends in Ontario, and you'll be amazed how long the feeling lasts. Ontario. Call today for your free trip planner and plan your next Ontario getaway.
You could win your mortgage or rent for 1 year playing Tropical Sun Bingo. Plus, every week there's $5,000 cash jackpots, $1,000 Kmart gift certificates, and 5 trips for 2 from Air Transat, the wholesale travel group, and Regent Holidays. Tropical Sun Bingo, brought to you by Kmart. Get a new game card every week in the Sunday Sun and at participating Kmart stores.
Okay, we are back at Lake Ontario, right by Ontario Place, and I am here with Sandy Lupo and Police Constable Sandy Lupo, and we've got Yvonne Kristoff right over here, Spider-Man. This is dangerous. Do not try this at home. Hey, Sandy, what's happening over here?
Well, we've got Yvonne Kristoff, you can see on the rope, where he's preparing for tomorrow's record rappel from a helicopter at the CNE for our Emergency Services Appreciation Day, which starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. He's testing the ropes due to the weather conditions and the low ceiling. He can only drop about 300 feet. We're hoping to test the rope at 1,200 feet for today's conditions. But as you can see, it's too choppy. The ceiling's too low. We just can't do it. But he's getting enough work, practice on the rope for 300 feet.
This is just practice. He's going for the world record tomorrow. If anybody wants to come down and see him do this, where do they go?
They go to the CNE, the band shell. We've got starts at 10 a.m. We have a parade at 11. They can see him at the waterfront in front of the band shell starting around 12.
Okay, and what else can they look forward to seeing for Emergency Services Day?
Well, we've got emergency services from all of Ontario present. We've got the Canadian military, including infantry and the Navy are present. We've got vintage vehicles. We've got some entertainment on the band shell, self-defense demonstrations from various groups. It's a full day, a big day.
Okay, here he goes. Yvonne is rappelling down right now. Now, what's he actually, is he going to go into the water?
No, he's probably going to come down to the rope to the extent of maybe 250 feet, give him enough rope, and he can take off again if he has to. They may put him in the boat depending on the pilot and the pilot of the boat as well. If they think it can work, they'll do it. If not, they'll pull him, he'll go back up.
Okay, and we are going to take a break and go back to the station with Ann, and we'll see you guys when we come back. Morning, Ann.
Hey, Jen, talk about hanging around. 7:49, and we're just kind of hanging around at the diner. This is Melanie Kurzuk, and we've seen you before. I'm very glad to see you again. From the Ontario Lottery Corporation, how many lotteries are there in Ontario that are under this banner?
There are 10 different lotteries in Ontario, and you can win anything from a free ticket all the way up to multi-million-dollar jackpots.
It's a $2 billion industry. We should remind folks where some of the money goes. There are some good causes that are being benefited by the Lottery Corporation.
People ask us all the time, when I spend my buck on a lottery ticket, where does the money go? So about half goes back to prizes, and about 33 cents of every dollar will support community causes such as sport, culture, recreation, Ontario hospitals.
That's good enough.
Then we have a great retail commission for our retailers, and then the rest is for printing our tickets and selling the game.
What are the chances of winning, and some of the greater chances and some of the lesser chances? What are the greatest chances of winning? Which lotteries?
Well, tonight the Lotto Super 7 jackpot is up to $11.5 million.
What could we do with $11.5 million? Oh my gosh! Well, $1 million would be great.
Now, to win the jackpot, you have to match all 7 numbers. The chances of that happening are 1 in 21 million.
Okay, I think lightning strikes more often than that, doesn't it?
But we have handed away a heck of a lot of jackpots here in Ontario since the game launched. Now, the overall odds of winning that game are 1 in 6. So you could end up walking away with a $10 prize, maybe a second prize worth a couple $100,000. So there's lots of prizes out there to be won.
Who plays lotteries? Just about everybody across the board, every economic situation, they all play lotteries?
Absolutely. In fact, you have to be 18 in order to buy a lottery ticket. But past that, really our players make up the population here in Ontario. There's such wide appeal because for $1 or $2, you can win a lot of money.
There's always that fear, Gamblers Anonymous, they get concerned about things like this. But if you're just talking $1 or $2, and if you can kind of control yourself, you may actually end up being a big winner with bulging money from your pocket.
We always tell people, only buy one ticket. It only takes one ticket to actually win.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the way people choose the numbers that they do when they're playing, let's say, Lotto 649. How do they come up with the formulas that they're going to use to try and win?
Oh, people have all sorts of different ways of choosing their numbers. Very recently, we did a Lotto Super 7 survey to find out, okay, Torontonians, how do you actually pick your winning numbers? And believe it or not, the top response was birthdays. They use family birthdays in order to come up with their 7-number combination.
Would they just use the day of the month, or would they use the day of the month, the year?
All of that. Plus, sometimes they add in a special anniversary date. Sometimes they add in ages. And after that, they also use the quick pick method. And on this particular game, Super 7, about 70% play by quick pick, and 30% will actually come up with their own way of choosing their numbers.
Do you find that people use the same numbers time and time again, or do they vary in order to try? I mean, how do you know whether you're going to win if you keep using the same numbers until you actually do, or whether you should vary them?
When I talk to jackpot winners, I always say, so how did you choose your numbers? And of course, if they've been playing the game since the very beginning, they've stuck with those same set of numbers because there is no way they're going to let a week go by without playing those same numbers.
Absolutely.
So they stick with it until they hang in there and they win.
I opened up a fortune cookie not long ago, and on the back of the fortune, there were numbers, and I believe that they were suggested lottery numbers. So
Did
that's
you play
what
them?
I didn't win, but I'm going to continue to do it that way. The doorman where I live here in Toronto, he and I, every Wednesday and every Saturday, get 3 quick picks and 1 encore between the two of us, and we have yet to win, but it's a lot of fun to play.
Oh, it is definitely a lot of fun because everybody dreams of that chance of winning the jackpot, and I get to see all of those wonderful jackpot winners in the prize office.
Let's talk about them, because that's the exciting thing. First of all,
Are there any great stories where someone came from absolutely nothing and they perhaps were in the depths of despair and this is when they hit the jackpot?
Well, there's lots of interesting stories. We did have a story about a year ago of a nurse in the Toronto area, and she had just been laid off from her job on Friday. And she played Lotto Super 7, and guess what? She checked the newspaper on Monday to find out that she had won the jackpot. So those types of stories do happen all the time.
Those are the ones we like to hear about. How did they react? Did you ask her how she felt when she opened up the newspaper?
Disbelief. Yeah. And I think when we talk to winners, the most often thing they say is, I can't believe it. I still don't believe it. And normally they're in complete shock as we hand them their winning check for whatever amount it may
Breathing
be.
heavily and
Absolutely.
in disbelief.
And everybody dreams about it. We asked again Torontonians how they would spend their $11.5 million jackpot from tonight's draw. And they say trips, travel, vacation. That is the #1 response.
None of this boring paying off your mortgage stuff.
Well, that's the second.
Okay, I guess I have
That's
to do
the
that.
second response. But I'm glad to see most people will tell you they're going to pay off their debts right away.
Yes.
But now people have finally said trips, travel, vacation first, then paying off, or actually buying a new house, paying off the mortgage. Then after that, buying a car. And believe it or not, 22% said they would share it with their family. So there's good news out there.
That's unusual. How many of them actually follow through with what they think that they're going to do with the money?
We talked to winners about 3 months after their win to find out how things are going. You know, did it change your life? You know, are charities calling you? Those types of questions.
Old friends and old family.
Absolutely. And we find out that pretty well about 25% are sharing with their friends and family. We also find out that some of them may have quit their job, but guess what? They're now consultants in their field of expertise, or they've set up their own business. We're really responsible here in Ontario.
Do they look more relaxed? Do they look like they're happy? Because sometimes with a lot of money and a sudden amount of money into your life, it can change things. It can change, obviously, the way people respond to you. It can make you a little more apprehensive about how you go about your life. Do they seem happy?
They do seem happy. When jackpot winners come into our prize office, one of the things we do is we take the time to talk to them and say, you know what, there's some things you can do. Talk to an accountant. Make sure you hire a professional financial planner. Don't invest all your money in one spot. Take time to think about it. Take a vacation. Maybe they can even afford 2 vacations.
Sure.
And we always tell them, you know, buy a new wallet, you know, take time and just pay off all your interest-bearing debts, but think about what you're going to do with your money before you go out and do it.
Money doesn't always buy happiness, but it certainly can make life a little easier. What's the most unusual thing that somebody has told you that they were going to purchase or that they did actually purchase as a jackpot winner?
We did have a Lotto Super 7 winner about 2 years ago, and he lived in Eastern Ontario. He went back and spent half of it on building a new church in his community. Yeah, and he's been featured quite often in the media because he's doing a lot of really, really good things. And the community has come out and, of course, completely supported him. So we do hear some really wonderful stories.
That's terrific. Well, you've certainly told some wonderful stories this morning. The Lotto 7 tonight, what is it called?
It's Lotto Super 7.
Lotto Super 7. I don't play that often, but the jackpot tonight is?
$11.5 million. And remember, it's a tax-free prize. So you could walk in and you can get your check for $11.5 million. And you're walking out with a nice little piece of paper.
Does it feel heavy? Does a check for $11.5 million feel very heavy?
Well, people always ask me, is it tough handing over the checks? And frankly, the $10,000 checks, it's hard to hand over because I can think of what I would do. But 11.5, it's just a big amount of money, and everybody can dream about it.
And everybody wins. Thanks a lot, Melanie. Nice to see you again.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, to everybody who's bought. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Shall we go and buy some tickets?
Let's do it now.
Let's go.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Guests of Breakfast Television enjoy Tim
She's
Hortons,
running. Let's
the
go.
always
Oh, we
fresh
are
way
going.
to start
All
your
right,
day.
here we go. Right across the street.
And if you think I'm lucky.
Your Toyota dealer is busy beavering away. Ever industrious, he sharpens his pencil, cutting 4.5% financing on the sure-footed 4Runner. While his $297 a month payment takes the bite out of leasing RAV4, this footloose forest dweller. For the complete sharpest deals in town story, why not contact your local Toyota dealer today?
Time never stops, but beautiful moments endure. That's why L'Oreal created new Color Endure makeup. Of course it stays on. Of course it stays beautiful. It's L'Oreal. But the real surprise? That a stay-on makeup could feel so light, so comfortable. New Color Endure with a patented water-based formula. It stays on you, and only you. It blends so easily, then sets to stay the day. Whatever happens. New L'Oreal Color Endure, a light, silky stay-on makeup. Because I'm worth it.
Attraction. What brings two bodies together? Hormones? Electrostatics? Fate? Magnetism? All that and more at the Ontario Science Centre. Have a little fun with your grey matter. Alaska, Spirit of the Wild. The exciting new film playing at the Shoppers Drug Mart Omnimax Theatre at the Ontario Science Centre. The Omnimax Experience. Call 416-696-1000. Anywhere else, it would just be real.
Ontario Instant Millions is back, and with 5 brand new chances to join the Millionaires Club. Anyone could be a millionaire.
Good morning, 7:59 on Breakfast Television. Got a very, very simple forecast for you. It's cool and showers. Got a very simple traffic for you as well. No problems. Take a look at Eyes Junction, southbound 404 Parkway combination. That's been heavy all morning, but nothing unusual about that. Elsewhere, those, we take a look at Eyes 401. No problems pretty well anywhere in the metro area. Now to Transit Control for a live update. Here's Di.
Thanks very much, Kevin. One minor delay eastbound Lawrence, just east of the Allen. Couple cars in collision so far. We're getting by. That's it live from Transit Control, Kevin.
All right, thank you. Zoomed out there a little sooner than I should have. It's 7:59, time for celebrations.
Thank you very much, Kevin. It is that time to celebrate with Jacob. And Jacob celebrating his second B-Day. Lots of love is sent his way from mommy, daddy, grandparents, and family. Have a fantastic 8th birthday, Jesse, from Grandma and Grandpa with all their love. It's a first for Jessica, and Mom and Dad want to wish their little Peanut a happy day. Also, much love comes from Brother Joshua. Have a wonderful 9th, Tasha. Love and wishes from Mom, Dad, and Brother Scott, Grandma, Uncle Paul, and Fly the cat. And we have 3 special mentions. One, happy birthday goes out to Ann Wheatland from Peel Manor in Brampton. She's celebrating 104 years young today. Happy birthday, Ann. And a happy 6th birthday goes out to Andrew Stennell, and that's love Mom, Dad, grandparents, family, and friends. And a special hello goes out to the boys at the sign shop. They watch BT every day, and they worked on the canoes for the Law Enforcement Emergency Service Day. And for everyone else that's celebrating out there today, have a good one. Now let's head back to the station with you, Ann.
Thanks, Jennifer. 8 o'clock, I have one more very special birthday wish. Happy birthday on Sunday to Chelsea Woodward. She will be 10. She is from Flesherton, Ontario, and the apple of her dad's eye, Peter Woodward, and her mom adores her, Yvonne Woodward. So does the dog, Alfie. Happy birthday, Chelsea, also from me and from my husband, Bill, and from Lucy, our little dog, and, of course, from the entire BT gang. Have a very happy birthday on Sunday, Chelsea. Right now, we're heading into the City Pulse newsroom to check in with Kevin Frankish. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, and good morning, everyone. We start with the streets. Plenty of damage after a short police pursuit on the streets and alleyways near Gerrard and Greenwood. Cops say they chased a stolen van that nailed the front porch of this house before going into a garage that contained a boat. Cops chased a young suspect on foot, suffered some minor injuries. The suspect is now facing charges. Metro officers now investigating a possible sex assault in the West End. Police say a 23-year-old deaf woman picked up by a man in a car in a Jane and Finch Plaza parking lot. The suspect, armed with a knife, drove to the Keele and Rutherford Road area, demanded sex. The woman refused, was assaulted. The victim was able to escape to a nearby coffee shop and call for police. A 70-year-old man charged with sexually assaulting girls he lured to his apartment to do housework. Police say a number of victims, aged 12 to 14, were attacked over the past year. Oscar Bond Backer of 103 West Lodge is charged. It's 8:02. This is Breakfast Television. Metro Police Chief Dave Boothby and the Police Services Board are at odds after a report criticizes police discipline procedures. Board Chair Maureen Prinsloo made it clear who is on the firing line.
The chief is wholly responsible for discipline, and the board accepts that role. But the board has a very real role in setting policies and in holding the chief accountable for those policies.
If the word getting out to the public is that the discipline system on the Metropolitan Toronto Police Service is in a state of disarray, I think that's very unfair, and the issue of discipline is not fallen by the wayside in the Metropolitan Toronto Police Service.
The report looked at the 1993 death of Constable Jennifer Barbetta, killed in a crash after drinking on duty. The chief denies allegations the officers who were drinking with her were given a deal. Tell the truth, then keep your jobs. A board lawyer will decide if anyone, including Boothby, should be disciplined. A hostel crisis in Metro is getting worse. Today, Metro officials will meet to discuss solutions to overcrowding caused by an influx of gypsies from the Czech Republic.
Here, no racist. Here from Canada, no racist. Here, no skinhead. He is good from Canada. Here is good people from Canada. No problem. Canada is very good.
4 families from the Czech Republic arrived at Pearson just last night. In the past 3 weeks, dozens of gypsies have tried to escape persecution in their homeland by seeking refugee status here. But officials say there's little space left and refugee status is being delayed.
It's really sad about the gypsies who are being told that we've got all this wonderful space over here because we haven't got it. Our hostels are full.
The latest figures I've got are mostly in Toronto. Over the last 8 days, we had 143 coming in, making claims for as a refugee. 5 of them were in Montreal.
Less than a month ago, Czech TV aired a documentary that painted Canada as a strong economic land where it's easy to gain refugee status. But right now, immigration officials are putting refugee claims on hold until the gypsies have been checked for criminal records. Cities and towns will have to pay the full cost of social housing, public health, and ambulance under new legislation at Queen's Park. The bill, introduced with little fanfare yesterday, amounts to the first step in the Tories' common sense revolution. And the housing minister is defending a rent control bill that would allow landlords to turn away tenants based on their incomes. Al Leach says the change only makes good business sense. In space, some snags with the first phase of that repair mission on board the Mir-orbiting space station. Cosmonauts trying to reconnect some power cables in a damaged section of the ship, but problems with a leaky hatch and a spacesuit are slowing things down. The Mir station has been plagued with problems, including damage from that collision with a supply ship back in June. Stories to watch for later. Environment Minister Norm Sterling outlines a new vehicle emissions testing program, and Vaughan residents will stage a "not in my backyard" protest over plans for a big crematorium. Problems in the 407 this morning, just west of Highway 27, with an accident in that location. Other than that, we're pretty well problem-free in the area. As we take a look at Eyes Metro Transportation, Skyline in the background, it is problem-free. Gardner Expressway with the core in the background. We're going to send Sony a bill for that little ad there. Let's take a look right now at Eyes 401. Swing down from those gray skies and take a look at the 401 through the area of Dufferin, east and westbound core and collector lanes. Moving right along, green zone through there. It's 8:06. Now with the forecast, here's Jennifer at the Live Eye.
Thanks very much, Kevin. A mainly cloudy day and windy with scattered showers throughout the day. Let's take a look at our current conditions. The temperature is 15 degrees. We're going to get up to 18 today. The UV index will be in the low category. The wind right now is from the southwest at 26. The humidity is 90%, and the barometric pressure is rising. Let's take a look at our southern Ontario highs for today, getting up to 20 in Windsor, 18 in London, Hamilton, and Kitchener, 19 in Niagara Falls, 18 in Toronto, Barrie, Orillia, Peterborough, and in Collingwood, 17 in Muskoka, 19 in Kingston, and in Ottawa. A mainly cloudy day with scattered showers on and off, and a little bit breezy. And for tonight, looks like more scattered showers, low getting down to 11. Tomorrow morning, cloudy skies, scattered showers, gradual clearing throughout the day. We'll see the sunshine in the afternoon with a high getting up to 20, 22 on Sunday. It looks like it's going to be a nice day with a mix of sun and cloud. On Monday, mainly sunny skies to start the day, increasing afternoon cloud with a chance of a late day shower, a high getting up to 23. Then for Tuesday, it's going to be mainly cloudy. Chance of scattered showers. We might see a little bit of sun with a high getting up to 23. You're watching Breakfast Television. Now let's head back to the station. John Whaley has sports.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. 8:07 on Citytv's Breakfast Television. Ken Dryden obviously found a GM who wouldn't turn him down, and unsurprised, Dryden didn't turn himself down for the job. Don Matthews wasn't down on Doug Flutie after he surrendered 3 first-half picks to the Green Riders. First drive of the second half, Flutie down long distance to Darryl Mitchell for a 12-1 lead in front of 17 Grand at the Grand Canyon. Flutie tossed for 327 yards and a second major to Paul Mazzotti as the Boatfish improved to 7-2. Edmonton shaded the Ticats 28-24. Gizmo's now the league's career yardage leader. You needed a spatula to get Charlie O'Brien off Pat Henkin after the Cy Young winner bots to throw to the plate in Chicago. Shannon Stewart excelled at the plate. 4 more hits to raise his average to .345, and he knocked in all the runs in a 6-3 loss. Rocket Roger goes for his 20th win in KC tonight. PGA champ Davis Love III and 5 others are a stroke back of the Tiger at the World Series of Golf in Ohio. Mr. Woods tied defending champ Phil Mickelson at 367. Tom Byron leads the Greater Vancouver Open by a stroke.
Real aggressive out of the gate, baby. We're there. I like our chances.
Hopefully McKenny didn't put a few bob down on himself at Woodbine last night as he made his racing debut in a media challenge for charity. Despite decades of research at the track preparing for his big moment, Howie finished 6th. You can take the man out of the Leafs, but you can't take the Leafs out of the man. Low blow, but that's just the kind of guy I am. 8:09 on City TV's Breakfast Television. We'll be back. Please stay with us.
Need a little excitement? Take a trip with the kids in Ontario, and you'll be amazed how long the feeling lasts.
Ontario.
Call today for your free trip planner and plan your next Ontario getaway.
On the road a lot. Bit of a renegade. His only companion an armored stallion. He lives by the sword and dies by the sword. He's a man of honor, chivalry, and he's every damsel's stepmother. The medieval knight, as he was 1,000 years ago. Only at Medieval Times Dinner and Theater Exhibition Place. For reservations, call 260-1234.
So, this is it, huh? You're off to college.
Yeah.
Pretty high-tech stuff you got here.
Yeah, but the guy explained everything when I bought it.
Good. Well, good luck.
Isn't Mom gonna say goodbye?
She's still up in your room getting used to the idea.
Well, I love you, Dad.
He's gone. What do you think?
Only 9.5 feet. We're gonna need 10 for the hot tub.
Well, this wall's gonna have to come down.
Over 7,000 office products and IBM computers at the guaranteed lowest price. Business Depot, the best buys in school supplies.
If you are driving the highways this weekend, do be careful. We want you back here on Monday morning, 8:11 on City TV's Breakfast Television. A little bit of a damp and dark day today, but the sun will shine a little bit on Saturday and a lot more on Sunday. Still cool temperatures, 15 right now, highs of 18. We may see some rain today. We have a band called Ibadan joining us this morning. Now, Ibadan is a city in Nigeria that symbolizes freedom to many people, and that is the band name chosen for today. This band has a busy day in store. They're here with us right now. They're going to be at the Bamboo tonight. Please welcome Ibadan.
Baby, from far.
Take it away, take it away.
Say that I need, and I need, and I need you. One time, I want, and I want you. Need, and I need, and I need your love. Hear that? I want, and I want, and I want you. I've just got to have you. Need, and I need. and understanding. Give it to you, yeah, baby. It was given to me. Free at birth from hate and jealousy. I sure say that I need and I need and I need you. I don't know, I want and I want and I want you. Need and I need and I need you. Anyway, see that I want and I want and I want you. I just got to have you. Need and I need and I need your love. So many times I see why when things don't work out easily. Finger of blame, it points in my direction. And though it's true, yes it's true, I was not always good to you. Sometimes you take me for granted. Yes you brother. Girl, me want you loving, girl, me want you kissing, girl, me want you touching, and you romancing. If me don't get it, it's like I am missing. Girl, you know me love you, girl, and me never. Well, you'll see the girl them subject. If me not feel like me life in on them Malaya carpets. How young girl, you're so pretty like a princess. Well, young girl, are you me respect? Well, tell me the girl them a request, but you loving the best. TLC and the girl them subject. No platonic she want but relationship. She know I don't want to treat her like a. I need your love, I need your love. So desperately I need your love. I need your love, yeah. Say that I need your love. Bring your love in, come baby. I need your love. I need your love. I need your love. I need it, baby. I need your love. From where? I need your love. Got to be mine. I need your love so desperately. Come on, baby, give it to me. I need your love. Every single time. I need your love, baby. Oh, yeah. You see it, man. Bring it home, baby. From Barb.
Ibadan, thank you very much. 8:15. Let's head into the City Pulse newsroom to check in with Kevin Frankish. Whoa, thank you very much.
Our top stories right now. Metro Police Chief Dave Buffy on the hot seat over the force's disciplinary procedures. Metro officials hold a meeting on a crisis at homeless shelters. Shelters are running out of room because of an influx of gypsy refugees. And the Harris government defending a bill that would give landlords the right to reject tenants based on their income. Short break, then an update on the traffic next as Breakfast Television continues.
Here goes.
I got it. Quit dripping on me.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, guys. Hey.
Worked up a sweat, huh? Yeah, sort of. Got anything interesting? It's got pop, orange, purple stuff.
Sweet deal.
Yeah, tastes like orange and tangerine. Mine. It's got some vitamins in it. Excellent.
Hey, good service.
Hey, way to go, Mom. All right. Sunny Delight is here. It's goodness kids go for. Suddenly, your mailbox just got cooler. Sunny D in its own refrigerator. Don't wait to try it. Coming soon.
Introducing Buffalo Wings, Kentucky style. New Buffalo Crispy Strips from KFC. Tender strips of boneless chicken breast marinated and seasoned in classic buffalo wing spices and coated in our extra tasty crispy coating. It's the great taste of buffalo wings without the bones. For a limited time, try them as part of a mega meal or with fries and salad for only $3.99.
Real meals, easy as KFC.
Hey, Mr. Ragweed, you annoyed me for years. Well, no more.
Ragweed sufferers everywhere are discovering Reactum.
Now it's my turn to annoy you.
Eat dirt, you little squeak.
Want some water? Can't have it.
Reactum, now available without a prescription in 5 and 10 milligram strengths.
And for my finale, I'm gonna make you watch this next commercial.
In our next City Pulse, making the air better to breathe, a new vehicle emissions testing program that we'll tell you all about. And we'll let you clear the air on issues that matter to you on Friday's edition of City Online.
Yeah, but it's 8:18 right now. You're watching Breakfast Television. Maybe some showers later on, but for the most part, we have nothing happening in the greater Toronto area right now. Just a few things out in the West End, but they should be short-lived for the next little while. 407 and 27, our only problem spot right now. Let's take a look right now at Eyes Metro Transportation with the skyline in the background. You can just make out the eastbound QEW through the Lakeshore Split. A little bit slow going, and again, as you go towards the Humber River area, it slows down a bit. Once you get on the Gardiner Expressway, it's problem-free inbound this morning. Out of transit control one more time. Here's Di.
Thanks very much, Kevin. No recent delays. Keep in mind, Queen and Broadview remains closed. I'd like to say one quick goodbye before I say goodbye to Chris and Merritt. Chris worked at Wheel Trans. He's now moving to Florida. I hope you have a great trip on Sunday. That's it live from Transit Control, Kevin.
This weather, let's all go. It's 8:19. Out to the lobby. Here's Ann.
And Dr. John Allen joins us this morning from the Toronto Humane Society.
Good morning.
You've got a very excited dog,
He
and
is.
it's a beautiful
His name is Charlie, and Charlie's a 4-year-old neutered male. I'd say probably husky hound cross.
You can take a look at the eyes.
Yes, he's wall-eyed. If you notice, the eyes are two different colors.
Yes.
And
Isn't that beautiful?
he came to us. He was in a home with another dog, and they'd been together for 4 years. And then the other dog took a disliking to Charlie. So they brought Charlie to us to find him a home. He's been with us a few weeks now.
He's so excited.
He's very, very, very friendly, but he does need a strong hand.
And he does need a little, not discipline isn't the right word. He needs some training.
Exactly. No, he sits. The dog walkers say he's an excellent, friendly dog, loves other animals, loves people, but he is strong. Yes. I don't think he'd be good with young kids. Yeah. Probably teenagers and adults would be a great home.
Perhaps someone with a big backyard or a farm.
That would be even better.
He's got great breath, too, I got to tell you. Sometimes the dogs come in and it's woo! But this dog is a beautiful dog and in great health and just so loving and needs a loving and strong home. Speaking of strong, we're going to pass the little baby over to Gina, who's very strong. The two of them are going to wend their way somewhere, and I'm going to sneak over here because we didn't want to distract Charlie with, oh, you're going the other way? Okay, bye-bye. It's a good thing Gina is so strong. Hang on. Now, Dr. John, I'm donning my rubber gloves, and I'm going to be picking up a great little creature. Al, come take a look at this. It's in the box. What do you think is in this box? Could it be... Look at this. Oh, it's a baby squirrel.
It's a little baby squirrel that's 5 weeks of age, and I brought him on today to make people aware it's now time for the second litters that are out there. And a lot of people are doing renovating in their homes where they're, closing up holes in their attic and eaves. Make sure that there isn't a mum and babies in there before you go closing the attic and everything up. He is not up for adoption. We will be putting him in a foster home and then re-releasing him next spring.
Now, he just tried to bite my hand, and I guess that's one of the reasons that you wear gloves, just to be on the safe side.
And the other reason, too, is because they're a wild animal. They have certain parasites. They can carry fleas, they can carry mites, that type of thing, so that people won't get it.
Maybe it's good protection for them, too. They don't get our things.
But Humane Society right now, we currently have about 68 dogs, 120 cats. They're microchip vaccinated. Many are already spayed and neutered. Remember, our walkathon is coming up September 21st. So if you'd like to be part of it, get your pledge forms and help raise money for these animals that do need their care and need a home. Also, Toronto Humane Society needs some newspapers desperately.
Now, why do you need newspapers?
We put them in the cages for the animals with their litter boxes and that type of a thing. And our supplier has run out. So if you have any newspapers, not the tabloid size.
Okay. Why not?
It doesn't fit the cages well.
So you need the fold-out type.
The fold-out large newspaper.
Right, like
exactly
the Toronto Star or the Globe and Mail.
Exactly fills a cage. Okay. And if you have any, just drop them off to us, and we would put them to good use.
Wonderful. All right. And anything else that you'd like to remind folks of? People are always interested in volunteer
Volunteers are needed, and for Paws in the Park walk as well. If you'd like to be part of that, maybe you don't have a pet, but you do want to come out and help the animals.
And what can they do?
We need people to help with registration, people to help with the food line, people to help with the show that's going on. So if you'd like to be a part, call us at the Humane Society at the volunteer hotline.
It's one of the most fun charity events that we go to each year. It really is, and the people are terrific. I think anybody who loves an animal is a lovable person.
And it's a great day for the animals, too. They come out, a little bit of fresh air, a long walk, and raise money for the homeless animals at the same time.
Wonderful. Dr. John, are you ready to give us the telephone number?
The number is 392-2273, extension 6600.
Grace under pressure. Well done, Dr. John. Thank you.
Have a great week.
You too. Thank you very much. And we're going to head out to the live eye right now to check in with Jennifer. This guy is so...
Thank you very much, Anne. And we are back promoting Emergency Services Day. It's happening tomorrow at the CNE, and I wore the right jacket today, and now I've got my own little patch. And I am here with Chief Pat McCabe. And what are you guys doing tomorrow for Emergency Services Day?
Well, tomorrow, along with the police and the ambulance, the fire department is going to be participating in a parade. We'll have about 7 Metro fire trucks. We'll have our Toronto War Veterans Association Color Guard will be participating. And along with that, we will have a program set up at our fire station, which is on the grounds at the CNE, to prevent fires and show how children can participate in a fire safety house. And they can go through a mock fire and be crawling around and experience what the real thing is. And along with that, we'll have some recruitment programs going on there with information on how to become a firefighter.
Okay, so if you want to become a firefighter, come on down and talk to the chief. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, and we are going to head over here with Tim Lowry, Public Affairs Officer. And what are you guys going to be doing tomorrow?
Well, we have a number of different vehicles, equipment, and people that actually deployed to Manitoba this past spring there for the flood. It was the largest Canadian deployment of troops since the Korean War. We had, all in all, 8,500 people that deployed, as well as 49 from the city of Toronto, reservist part-time soldiers that took time off school and their jobs actually to go out to Manitoba and help out the citizens there.
Okay, and what do you have inside the truck?
This here is a box ambulance. It's fitted out with stretchers, first aid equipment, everything that they need to be able to treat casualties in the field or, as we did in Manitoba, injured people that were working on the dikes.
And we actually have Private Fitzgerald right in the back if you want to wave. And we have Corporate Miller right over here, Sophia Miller. I'm going to get right on the truck if that's okay. And Sophia, come on over here. You were actually in Manitoba.
Yes, I was. I was there for 3 weeks, approximately 3 weeks and a few days. And we were there to help the flood victims and also just to give them support while we were there.
Tell me about your experiences. What was it like?
Being in Manitoba was an experience because as reservists, we don't get called out often.
Okay.
And Manitoba was the perfect experience for me. I worked with 2 Field Am, who's regular force field ambulance. So it was an experience for me to actually get to, do the work that I'm trained to do.
And help the people.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And did you actually use a truck like this in Manitoba? Yes.
There are a number of different vehicles like this, yes, deployed to Manitoba and were used regularly.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And if you want to meet these guys, come on down to Emergency Services Day tomorrow at the CNE and find out more. We're going to take a break, and we'll see you guys a little bit later. Okay?
Thank you.
Perfect.
Good.
Exhale, acceleration, breath. Exhale.
Excel's unique cooling sensation hits you with a burst of explosive mouth-cooling freshness.
Excel, accelerate your breath.
So don't just freshen your breath, accelerate it with the explosive cooling sensation of Excel sugar-free gum.
Excel, accelerate your breath.
Would you like to reduce the income tax you pay and start a rewarding new career preparing tax by computer? You can learn income tax preparation in the comfort of your own home with the cutting edge in tax education and technology.
Canada's leading tax educator and Cantax, a leading Canadian tax software developer, give you Canada's only computer tax training courses by self-study.
Make a great decision and make more money with Cantax and the Jax Institute.
To order, call 1-800-30-JAX. That's 1-800-30-JAX.
Air. It's good for baby skin, and babies seem to love the feeling of air on their skin. That's why we created Pampers Premium with patented airflow material along the sides to let air flow in and out of sides, while our core helps keep baby skin dry and healthy. Pediatricians know skin needs air to be healthy. Pampers Premium with airflow sides is like a breath of fresh air. Make them happy. Help keep them dry.
Introducing Lip Silks by Max Factor. Color that actually draws moisture to your lips, among other things. That's the power of the Max Factor.
Well, we are optimistic about the weather this weekend. We'll see some sun Saturday and lots of sun on Sunday. Still a little bit cool, so wherever you go, do take a sweater. The time right now is 8:29. You're watching Citytv's Breakfast Television. I've got a family fun pass to give away to Wildwater Kingdom. Here's the question. Dr. John Allen told us that the Humane Society needs lots of things, but specifically they are in desperate need of a particular item. Tell us what that item is. Seventh correct caller, 870-7716 will win. We've got some neat stuff coming up in the next half hour from Foodland, Ontario. Always terrific. The time is 8:30. Let's march on into the City Pulse newsroom right now to check in with Kevin Frankish. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, and good morning, everyone. Conflict brewing between Metro's Chief of Police and the Police Services Board. It's over a critical report on police discipline. Board Chair Maureen Prinsloo wants answers from Chief David Boothby.
The Chief is wholly responsible for discipline, and the Board accepts that role. But the Board has a very real role in setting policies and in holding the Chief accountable for those policies.
I find the report constructive and a good. The recommendations are, I think, a good foundation to perhaps draft a new policy.
The focal point, the 1993 death of Constable Jennifer Barbetta, killed in a crash after drinking on duty. The chief denies officers who drank with her were told to tell the truth after being promised they would keep their jobs, but a board lawyer is looking to see if anyone, including Chief Boothby, should be disciplined. You're watching Breakfast Television. It is 8:31. Metro officials will meet this morning over the hostel crisis following an overflow of gypsies from the Czech Republic. Newcomers trying to escape prosecution and persecution in their homeland.
Why did you come to Canada from the Czech Republic?
Because they had no peace. They were chased out of their town. They were beaten up. They weren't they didn't want them in their own country anymore.
In the past 3 weeks, there has been an influx of gypsies seeking refugee status here, but officials now say there's barely any space left. In fact, there's apparently only 4 rooms left. Immigration officials have now put refugee claims on hold until the gypsies are checked for their criminal records. Cities and towns will be paying the full cost of social housing under changes coming at Queen's Park.
The new council could, for example, examine a former municipality's total financial picture and make adjustments to tax rates which would reflect their findings.
the taxpayers in a particular municipality will be set off one against the other because of the decisions that are being made by people that do not necessarily have the interests of, let's say, the older part of the city at heart.
It's the government trying to offset the down low. They're pushing a bunch of taxes on the city. They are hoping that, at least in some of the areas, that won't get noticed.
Critics say the changes could hurt Toronto's downtown. The bill, introduced with very little fanfare yesterday, amounts to the first step in the Tories' common sense revolution. We want to know what you think about the Harris government's policies. If an election were held today, would you vote for Mike Harris? If yes, 870-2242. If not, 870-4424. Here are the very latest numbers on the yes side in favor of voting for Harris. About 7,000 people, but almost 22,000 would not. Final results on City Pulse at 6. Big day for quiet hero Brent Merrill, the accountant who pulled 2 firefighters from a burning van earlier this week. He got a firefighter's escort to City Hall where he was honored for his bravery. The men he saved weren't on hand, but I managed to reach one by phone.
We both thank him very much, and we appreciate, there's not a lot of people that run up to a burning vehicle, and we know because we deal with them all the time. And, like I say, I thank him very much for what he did.
I'm very honored to have had the opportunity to help the fire department. I know so many times members of the fire department risk their lives for the rest of the citizens in Toronto with not much opportunity for us to say thank you.
While the 2 firefighters were treated and released from hospital, they're still recovering from their injuries. Merrill says his rescue efforts were simply a way of saying thanks. Some events from a Cyma's Day File. The Port Credit Boat Show will open at 10 this morning at the Port Credit Marina, and Wheels in Motion will put on a cycling and inline skating safety demo at South Region Park. That's from 11 until 4 this afternoon. We're looking at the traffic now as we move on up to the assignment map. Again, still have no accidents to put on the board. Everything is behaving itself fairly well. Look at eyes PIA this time round as we look at the 401 east end, westbound 401 out by the airport. That's been wide open, a full green zone so far this morning. Now, to check on the forecast, here's Jen.
Thanks very much, Kev. A mainly cloudy day with scattered showers on and off throughout the day and a little bit windy. Let's take a look at our current conditions. The temperature 15 degrees, getting up to 18 today. The UV index will be in the low category, and the wind right now is from the south at 18. The humidity is 87%. The barometric pressure is steady. Southern Ontario highs for today, getting up to 20 in Windsor, up to 19 in Niagara Falls, Kingston, and Ottawa, 18 in London, Hamilton, Kitchener, Toronto, Barrie, Orillia, Peterborough, and in Collingwood, 17 in Muskoka. A mainly cloudy day with scattered showers on and off throughout the day. A high getting up to 18 degrees. Tonight, a low getting down to 11 degrees. Looks like more scattered showers tonight and for tomorrow morning, but gradual clearing throughout the day tomorrow. And we'll see some sunshine in the afternoon with a high getting up to 20, 22 on Sunday. It's going to be a nice day with a mix of sun and cloud. And then for Monday, nice in the morning, and it looks like increasing afternoon cloud by the afternoon. Chance of a late day shower with a high getting up to 23 on Tuesday. Chance of scattered showers throughout the day. You're watching Breakfast Television. Now let's head back to the station. John has sports.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. 8:36 on Citytv's Breakfast Television. All I can say about the Leafs' new associate GM, Mike Smith, is that he traveled on the famous Orient Express after he was fired in Winnipeg. If Jets fans were allowed on that train, there would have been murder on the Orient Express. The Argo Express started rolling in the second half as Flutie and the Boatfish rolled over the Jolly Green Riders at the Grand Canyon. Flutie went UPS to Daryl Mitchell for a 60-yarder to open the third and open a 12-point cushion. Flutie tossed for 327 yards and a second major to Paul Mazzotti and a laugher to move to 7-2. Edmonton got past the Ticats 28-24. Gizmos now the league's career yardage leader. Pat Henkin earned the wrath of Charlie O'Brien for cutting off a throw to the plate in Chicago. The hot plate belonged to Shannon Stewart, who had 4 hits and drove in 3 in a 6-3 loss. Stewart's now batting .345. Rocket Roger goes for his 20th win in KC ce soir. Love was in the air at the World Series of Golf as Tiger Woods tied defending champ Phil Mickelson for the lead in Ohio with a 367. Davis Love the third and 5 others are a stroke back. Tom Byram leads the Greater Vancouver Open by a stroke over Payne Stewart.
aggressive out of the gate, baby. We're there. I like our chances.
Bad chance, Howie. Jim McKinney, the glue of our sports department, was ready for the glue factory after his singularly unimpressive 6th place finish at a media challenge for charity at Woodbine. As John Belushi once said, 7 years of college down the drain. 8:38 on City TV's Breakfast Television. We'll be back. Please stay with us. Toga.
Good morning. I'm Gord Martineau. Watch for the final results of our phone poll and Friday's edition of City Online. We'll also tell you about a new vehicle emissions testing program. That's tonight at 6 on City Pulse, and there's more Breakfast Television after this.
They're ready. Ontario peaches. Ripe, delicious, and in your store right now. Bite into Ontario. Freshness so close you can taste it. They're ready. Ontario field tomatoes. Ripe, delicious, and in your store right now. Bite into Ontario. Freshness so close you can taste it.
Is your brush working as hard as you? The new Advantage can from Oral-B, the brand more dentists use themselves. It has micro-textured bristles designed to clean plaque with the whole bristle. With triple the cleaning surfaces, each bristle works harder. The new Advantage from Oral-B. And now, here's a honey of an offer from Oral-B. A $5 rebate on Disney's new video, Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin. Buy any 3 Oral-B products plus Disney's world premiere movie to get your $5 rebate. Only from Oral-B.
Your feet, your poor, aching feet. They take a lot of abuse day in and day out. There's no need to suffer any longer. Treat them right. Treat them with comfort footwear. At Walking on a Cloud, we specialize in fitting feet. We'll measure your feet, size them, then fit them with a pair of quality, comfortable shoes that really fit. Easy Spirit, Rockport, Road, or Sass, we carry a complete line of shoes in different widths and sizes. So bring your poor, aching feet to Walking on a Cloud. They'll be glad you did. Walking on a Cloud, we sell comfort.
840 City TV's Breakfast Television. 15 degrees Celsius right now, highs of 18. We've got overcast skies, a little bit cool. It could be a little damp today, but the weekend looks terrific. And speaking of terrific, always terrific and very patient today, too. You've been in the whole show, and it's great to have you here, Barb, Holland. Yeah, we just did a little tour of the newsroom, and Kevin was at his finest, of course. It's a little bigger than you expected, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
good.
this place is a neat place to work. So is Foodland, Ontario.
Yeah.
We're talking about what's in season right this minute. Corn. Oh,
it's corn season. You're
leeks.
right. Leeks, eggplant, tomatoes, everything is really coming up now.
Tell me what is nutritionally sound and exciting about these vegetables.
Oh, absolutely. All our fruits and vegetables are low in fat, usually no fat whatsoever, and lots of vitamins which we need.
Yes.
And this is the perfect time of year just to eat as much as possible.
There have been some remarkable studies that have been released about the great qualities that tomatoes provide. I guess there are some thought that it may help prevent certain types of cancers.
Absolutely.
And other things that perhaps we don't know about that you do. But it's they taste good and they're really good for you.
Yes, and good source of vitamin C too.
What does an eggplant do for you other than taste really good and make your taste buds go woo?
Actually, good source of fiber too, which is nice. We
Corn.
need that.
The corn.
Yeah.
It is a good source
Good
of fiber.
source of fiber, that's for sure.
Stays the same all the way through. And leeks. This is new to me. I've heard of leeks. I think I've had them within certain items that other people have
soups,
made for
stir
me.
fries?
Yep,
Yes.
but I've never touched them myself.
Oh, well, they're a form of onion, and in the onion family, a milder form. Because of the way they grow, you want to make sure you clean them very, very well because you can see the dirt that's in them. They're growing up through the soil.
What part do you use, the bottom or the top?
Certainly the bottom part, and maybe about an inch or two of the lighter green.
Okay,
Yes.
and the eggplant, do you prefer that it is used with the skin on or with the skin off?
It depends what you're using it for. These are the smaller finger ones, and when they're really young, they're at their sweetest. I actually just like to slice them and put them a little bit of oil and grill them on the barbecue.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, some
fruits and vegetables, it is really a good thing to keep the skin on. I mean, they're loaded. Potatoes, for instance, their skins are absolutely loaded with nutrients and whatnot.
And more fiber, too.
Same thing with everything that we've got here, except the corn.
You might want to take the husk off.
I think so. We've never been able to find a use for the husk except to use it as a way to cook things. You can cook it within its husk.
Right. In the microwave is the perfect way, or on the barbecue, sure. And it's great for the compost.
I have a question for you. How do you get the silk off your kitchen counter if you've been... I try and open it up in a newspaper so I can wrap it all up. This is the most annoying thing I've ever come across.
I actually cook mine whole in the husk in the microwave, and I find the silk and everything comes off very easily afterwards. Just try to keep it over a big, as you say, bucket or whatever, just to contain it.
If you have guests up to the cottage on the weekend, you put them outside on the deck with a big newspaper and your 6 or 10 cobs of corn and let them go crazy.
Absolutely.
You were going to cook a little something for us.
Yes.
I'm not going to interfere.
Oh, okay.
I've learned my...
What? I know you can cook,
They
Ann.
know us even in London.
I've got some tuna corn cakes. Once you have some leftover corn, a great way to use it. Whoops. Oh, I'm tossing it around, too.
Thank you for making me feel better. I always do that, and it's nice to see that an expert has a little
Oops. Try to get a really big bowl, yes. Actually, it starts with some biscuit mix. I put in about a cup of cooked corn, green onions, dill, and the liquid is going to be a couple of eggs and some milk. So you get a nice consistency. And we're really just going to make almost like a brunch dish, that's like a pancake sort of mixture.
Do you look for tuna that's packed in water or in... do they still pack it in oil?
I think they still do.
Yeah,
but
if you're looking for low fat in this whole scenario.
Absolutely.
And fresh is always better if you can. Take advantage of the great weather now. Well, not today, but the weather has been terrific for farmers in Ontario.
Well, it's sort of a real challenge, isn't it, for farmers? I think they're the hardest working people that there are, and I think we really do, they do deserve our support, because some vegetables like dry conditions and some like moist conditions.
Imagine if your job depended solely on the weather. I mean, it depends on other things for farmers, but the weather has a huge bearing on how their crops are going to... That would be a terrible pressure, I would think.
Yeah, you can't fool Mother Nature.
No, we've all tried, believe me. So you flatten that out, and how long would you cook that?
Just probably about 3 to 4 minutes per side. I'll flip them over, and they're really nice, as I say, as a brunch dish.
Yeah.
Serve it with a salsa would be a nice idea. I brought along a roasted corn, red pepper, and onion soup. So you throw all of those vegetables on the barbecue, then slice them up, sure, by all means, and just put them in with some chicken stock, a little bit of thyme, salt, and pepper, and it's a wonderful way to, because it brings out the sweetness. In this case, all I did is take the corn, shucked it, washed it, and put it right on the barbecue.
Shucked your corn.
I
Very
shucked
good.
my corn.
Now, would you serve it cold as it is?
No, actually, it should be warm.
I like it cold, though. Vichyssoise sort of thing.
Absolutely. And this is some corn relish, a spicy corn relish that, again, if you had some leftover corn, it's a really simple microwave recipe that has some red pepper, onion.
Any suggestions on how to get the corn off the cob? Hand on the top, knife on the side. Is that the best way to get it?
A nice sharp knife. Yep. Yeah, just sharper, you're less likely to cut yourself.
Get that newspaper out again that you've been using for the corn silk, and that's wonderful. All right, we're going to flip it.
We're going to try and flip,
Now, with a pancake, you look for the elimination of the bubbles. The bubbles begin, and then they go, and you know it's time to turn it. How do you know it's time to turn this?
Kind of do a little peek.
Okay.
Do a little peek
expert
and then flip.
Language. I like it. I like it.
You need all those 5 senses that you've been born with to cook with.
Wonderful. All right. And very quickly, what is that?
Oh, actually, that's really neat. It's a tortilla that's been put on the barbecue, so it's grilled. You can see underneath the grill marks. A little bit of chev cheese, some wonderful fresh. This is a plum tomato and some nice fresh herbs.
Yeah, beautifully done. We have to go.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean scary there. Carry on, and we'll
keep flipping. Yeah.
Would you? Yeah, but just flip those, not you. Okay, thanks, Barb. We're going to head into the City Pulse newsroom right now to check in with Kevin Frankish. We could flip you too if you wish, but.
Thank you very much, Ann. Well, the Parkway is turning into a bit of a red zone right now. We had some problems up in the 404. Now, as a result, the northbound Parkway, you can see way off in the distance here towards the York Mills area. It is pretty solid. I'll swing back towards Eglinton Avenue. See lots and lots of traffic here going northbound 404 Parkway, combination of red zone. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Official representative from the accounting firm of Wallace & Dennis will now draw this Friday Super 7 numbers. Super 7. This could be your $11.5 million Friday. Lotto Super 7 presents Accountant Tip number 19.
Consider getting a new wallet. I suggest the color gray.
Lotto Super 7. Another day of the week to win millions.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
For generations, the people of El Paso have been creating some of the best tasting Mexican food using their traditional recipes for savory tacos, mouth-watering burritos, and sizzling fajitas. But you don't have to go to El Paso to get the real taste. Old El Paso taco, burrito, and fajita kits have come to you. Old El Paso, the real taste from the real place.
It's a part of your life. Always has been, always will be. It can give. It can take. Open doors or close them. You can control it, or it can control you. TD, we're here to help make it easier.
The sun is rising, see it shine. A new day rising, see it shine.
It's a new day with new improved Transitions lenses. Outdoors, they get darker faster. Indoors, clearer. And Transitions lenses are thinner and more comfortable than regular glass or plastic lenses, so you feel and look better. See the new day shine. Call 1-800-NEW-DAY-5. Transitions lenses.
Good morning, 8:49. Welcome back to City TV's Breakfast Television. You can celebrate youth, music, culture, and art, all taking place this Sunday at Chincoosee Park, Van Shell. This Brampton Youth fundraiser will include live bands, a skateboarding demonstration, and slam dunk tank. It runs from noon until 8 o'clock. For more information, call 452-1264. Attention seniors, do you enjoy working with young children? Well, if you do, the East York Intergenerational Program needs your help. They are recruiting volunteers to share their craft skills and hobbies with small groups of elementary kids. You'll have a great influence on them. It's one afternoon a week for 7 weeks. If you are interested, call 467-1327. The time right now is 8:49, and we are going to head back into the City Pulse newsroom to check in with Kevin Frankish one last time.
And our top stories, Metro Police Chief Dave Boothby could face disciplinary action under a Police Services Board probe, saying they almost have run out of room. Metro officials will meet over the crisis at hostels caused by an influx of gypsy refugees. And changes to rent control would give landlords the right to reject tenants based on their income. And just before we go to Jennifer, got to mention that I've been given the honor of hosting Emergency Services Day tomorrow at the X, so we want everyone to come out to the CNE, see the big parade of fire trucks, police cars, and ambulances, and then stay for the band shell entertainment after. So let's go down there right now. In fact, here's Jennifer with the live eye. Jen.
Hi, Kevin, and thank you very much, and have a good day tomorrow. And I am here with Chris Willem, and you are a staff training and development officer at Belcairn.
That's correct, yes.
And you are a part of Emergency Services Day tomorrow?
Yes, we are. We are going to be racing. I have a team from Belcairn coming here to race to raise awareness for the Special Olympics and for the community involvement that we have from corrections and across the province, actually. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So what are you actually going to be, you're going to be doing, you're going to be raising money?
Right, it's raising money and awareness for the Special Olympics through the North Canoe Challenge. The boats themselves, or the canoes themselves, are being built by Mimico Correctional Center, by the sign shop, by inmates, actually. And within corrections and in conjunction with the RCMP, OPP, different law enforcement agencies, we've all kind of amalgamated together to form this union to help with community awareness also and be involved with the community to raise these funds and so on for the Special Olympics.
And if people want to get involved themselves, how would they do it?
Show up tomorrow to Law Enforcement Appreciation Day at the CNE, the West Gate, and come up, and if they want to put a team in, they're more than welcome. The canoes are supplied, the paddles are supplied, and the life jackets and the insurance.
So right now, if somebody wants to put a team together, they still can do it. They can...
Absolutely, and I will personally challenge any correctional facility that wants to put in a team against this to bring it on, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, can we get in there?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Okay, let's go. Right in the middle. Okay, we got to go. We're going to take a break. Have a safe and happy weekend. Come on down for Emergency Services Day at the CNE, and we got to say bye-bye. Let's go.
Mom had a good night's sleep.
Guess you took my advice on bladder weakness and used a TENS briefs.
They absorb this much wetness. No leading pad or undergarment locks away more wetness to help prevent leaks.
A TENS brief, good leakage protection.
Means a better day ahead.
Hon, you're right. There is more to life than football. And this weekend I'm all yours. Yes, I'll tell him. Hold on. Yeah, there he is now. Hang on. Hey, buddy. 50-yard line?
See who's calling while you're on the phone.
Saturday? Yes, I'm there. She won't mind.
With visual call waiting, it's free for a month, and it's just one of the things you can get on the interactive Vista 350 phone. Now $50 off. Get the package from the Bell Phone Center before it wraps up.
But, hon, they're right behind the players' bench.
Want to see a totally new way to get permanent hair color?
Breakthrough to new Hydrians, the first water-based cream color from Clairol. Clairol Hydrians deeply saturates every strand with radiant, moisture-rich color.
I never knew it could be so gentle.
Now there's Hydrians.
What do you get when you take a classic like Kraft Zesty Italian dressing and give it a twist? You get classic twists, new from Kraft. We've added real grated Parmesan to everyone's favorite Kraft Zesty Italian dressing and came up with this, Parmesan Italian. It's one of 4 new classic twist dressings from Kraft. They're just another way Kraft brings fresh thinking to salads.
I just want to show you Barb Holland's tuna corn cakes. Aren't they
Cakes,
lovely?
Lisa?
One for each of you gentlemen. That Barb Holland is amazing. So is Foodland, Ontario. What are you up to this weekend?
Hosting Emergency Services Day at the CNE tomorrow. Come on down.
Oh, yeah, you'll get to meet Kevin. Terrific thing to do.
All our great emergency services.
Yes, they're amazing, aren't they? Couldn't be here without them, a lot of us. John?
I'll be supervising painting this weekend.
Very good. I hope everybody has a safe and relaxing weekend, but you're working. We'll see you all on Monday. We look forward to it. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming out.
Baby girl, you're one in my world. You're my diamond pearl. Tonight I want this feeling to last forever. The waited so long for you, my girl. And just like the song that sets your soul on fire, I can't get you out of my mind. Just can't get. Tonight for me will forever be mine to savor. Call it a moment in time. Yeah. And then I say I want it over and over and over. Tonight I'm gonna make you mine. Hold me in your arms, don't squeeze me tight. Squeeze me tight. Never let me go till morning's light finds me by your side, saying, don't you go, don't you know that diamonds and pearls lose their shine when they're next to you, my girl. Lose their shine compared to you, my girl. You're my diamond and pearl. Diamonds and pearls, precious like the love in my world. I'm so glad that you came into my world. You're my diamonds and pearls. Diamonds and pearls. Diamonds and my diamonds and pearls. My number one girl. Diamonds and pearls. Diamonds and pearls. Yeah, 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 yeah. Diamonds, my diamonds and pearls, my number one girl. My diamonds and pearls, my diamonds and pearls. My diamonds and pearls. My diamonds and pearls, my number one girl. My diamonds and pearls, my diamonds and pearls.